We've seen some of the best play from smaller guards that the NBA has ever seen this season. Damian Lillard being the latest on Sunday night against the Mavericks. I'm Robin Lundberg here now with Ben Pickman and the fantasy exec Corey Parson, and the guards that I'm referencing under 6'4", all of them. Steph Curry, Dame Lillard, Kyrie Irving, all incredible, all having incredible years. But how would you rank them? All things considered, I'm guessing we're all going to put Steph number one. As good as Dame was in the bubble last year, he's dominated Dame head-to-head in the playoffs. For me, if I'm starting a franchise or I need guys to be the leader of my franchise, it's Steph and Dame. But if I need one of those guys to create a shot for me, I'm taking Kyrie over all of them. Corey, what do you say?
This is a very interesting question. Shout out to the great Walt Clyde Frazier as we talk about the Lilliputians today. But when it comes to these smaller guards, I'm going to go with Steph Curry. Obviously, we know the two-time MVPs, the championships, the greatest shooter to ever play this game. So I would go with Steph Curry is really the man, and we see what he's doing so far this season. And then, not to be a hater, I'm going to go with Kyrie Irving. Listen, he is really having a great season. Outside of that little sabbatical he took, he's averaging 25 points per game. He's really having his best year statistically in his career, not to mention the fact when you see him on the basketball court, the skills on top of skills is just so dynamic. And I'll put Damian Lillard third, and that's not to be disrespectful to Dame Lillard. Obviously, we know logo, lame, Dame time, you know what I'm saying? So, and I love those jerseys they was rocking last night that said Oregon on it. Now, but Dame Lillard is definitely one of the best young guards in this league, one of the best players in this league, and probably the best athlete rapper ever.
But you can't go wrong with any of them, that's for sure. But, I referenced it before head-to-head in the playoffs, what Steph has done against Dame and hasn't had the same success against Kyrie. Of course, context matters there, the teams that Steph has had, and obviously Kyrie played with LeBron. But, Rod Strickland had called Kyrie the most skilled player of all time, and I don't think that's necessarily wrong, Ben.
Yeah, I don't think it's necessarily wrong either, but I still like both Curry and Lillard above Kyrie Irving, even though it's pretty tight. I would agree with everyone that I think Curry slightly the guy you have to take. Number one, look at his statistics right now. He's put himself in the MVP conversation. He's just for one example, on 3-pointers, 25 to 29 feet, he's shooting 43%, taking 8 per game. He's gone right back to stretching the defense to historic levels. But right there behind Steph Curry is Damian Lillard. You look at it right now, Lillard is second overall in real plus minus, offensive real plus minus rather, and he's led a Blazers team too, right at the top of the Western Conference, as good as they were last year, especially on a team that has dealt with injuries yet again with Yusuf Nurkic and CJ McCollum, among others. And you really have to like everything that Lillard's doing. He's still stretching the floor to incredible levels, and his clutch three-point shooting, clutch playmaking is almost second to none. And then there's Kyrie Irving, who maybe is having his best season, right? As some of you guys have talked about, and it was good to hear, or rare to hear rather, Corey praise a player on the Brooklyn Nets this morning. But Kyrie Irving's been phenomenal, averaging a career-high 27-plus points per game. He's been on the Brooklyn Nets team, and he's really taken a secondary shooting guard role, he said over the weekend, to James Harden, and he's really thrived so far. And so it's very close between all of them. I don't think you can go wrong, but I would still go Curry, Lillard, and then Kyrie Irving just behind them.
Well, Kyrie's ability to create in space and get his own shot, like I said, I don't know if I've seen anybody like that, but he's had his best, or he's been at his best when playing alongside other stars, and we have seen the other two guys as the guys on their team. But you can't go wrong with any of them. Just pop one of those names out, and I'll be there to watch.